And we are live. Guys, welcome. Super excited to be here with you today. My name is Jason Brown. For those of you who don't know me, I've been with the Hfx Academy platform now since November of 2015. I joined this platform as a customer. I wanted to learn a new skill set. It was a point in my life where I was about $70,000 in debt. I had racked up credit card bills, chasing entrepreneurship, trying to figure out how to make money from home. I think a lot of people in the world, especially right now, but understanding, the last 5 to 10 years of, what technology has done for us, what the access to smart technology has done for us, what the development of the internet and Wi-Fi and, LTE, 4G, etc. What that has done to our lives is undeniable, and it's incredible. I mean, most people have, maybe 20, 30, smart devices, whether it's, my house, we've got smart light, everything's smart. The other day, the power went out and my house really quickly became dumb. And I was like, wow, this is kind of good, when everything's great, but it's a little bit crazy, at some points. And so, you think about technology and the development of technology. And with that comes the opportunity to grow. And I saw that, as a young guy. I went to college. My parents thought, for me, that would be the best move because I didn't really understand what I wanted. I was young, getting out of high school. I wasn't sure where that degree where my career would go. But, my parents said, hey, well, just go to college and figure it out. Worst case scenario, you meet a bunch of new people and you'll kind of, fail your way to success. And so, I went, got my 4-year degree. So I have a bachelor's and an associate's. And when I got out, I worked some internships and it wasn't really for me. I am sitting at a desk right now, but sitting behind a desk 8 to 10 hours a day was not my thing. Okay. For me personally, I was like really bored, unmotivated, and I just felt like a lion in a cage. I just wanted to get out and run. And I felt a little bit restricted. And so, along the journey, I found entrepreneurship in 2013 as a young guy, 23 years old, really trying to just get out and not only take care of myself, because that's mildly important to me, but what's more important is making sure that I'm a rock for my family. I really didn't like seeing my parents work 2 to 3 jobs each just to put things together. It's not like they were living lavish, taking all these crazy vacations, but working, multiple jobs, multiple days a week, barely enjoying their life. And as I got older, I became more aware of that. And I really wanted to become a point of financial stability for my family. And I understood that I probably needed to do some things outside of the box, so to speak, and try to shift that around. And so entrepreneurship was a little tough. The first couple years were a struggle to some extent, but from a personal growth and development standpoint, was amazing. And then in the summer of 2015, people started talking about trading. And, it's funny because at first I was skeptical. And I'd always tell people, don't be skeptical, have an open mind. And, an open mind will correlate with a beautiful bank account, right? And I was skeptical. I was skeptical about trading because I never was really, it's not that I wasn't good at math. I've always been pretty good with numbers and stuff like that. But I will tell you that math was definitely not my favorite subject in school. And, a lot of the times it was just kind of boring. I'm more of a sports guy, hands-on, so I thought trading was more like math, but I hit a rock. I hit a bump in the road in that summer of 2015. Again, like I said, $70,000 in debt. I was 25 years old now at this time, turning 26, had to move back in with my parents. It was tough. And I set on this journey to retire them and to help them. And here I am, back at square one. And so I could no longer have a closed mind to different opportunities. I couldn't have a closed mind to trading. And so that's what caused me to make the decision to get involved with this platform. On top of the fact that I love the owners, I got a chance to have a call with the CEO of the company. At the time, guys, the company was very small, 500 customers. Today, it's over 100,000 customers in over 100 countries. We've grown to be the largest online education academy when it comes to trading and stuff. So, but at the time we were definitely irrelevant and very small. And so I actually had the opportunity to meet Christopher Terry. And I thought, this is the mentor that I've been waiting for. This is somebody who is humble. This is somebody who is coachable. I mean, the first time I met this guy, he's a very successful trader. He's been trading for over 30 years. So the CEO of our company is a tenured veteran trader. Guys, that to me is probably one of the most important things next to the value in his heart. This is a good guy. And, I thought, if I'm going to learn a skill set that is often misunderstood, then I need to learn from somebody who is world-class. And here was the other factor that was super important. He wasn't charging world-class money. I had looked around at different courses that cost 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. And sometimes it was just for a few days of instruction. And I thought, well, I can't do this because I'm broke. I'm negative 70. Where am I going to get 10, 15, 20 to do this? And Chris explained to me his philosophy. And this is really a great way to open up this call, because this for me was one of the most important factors. Chris explained that, look, if you want to live a life as a trainer where you eat, you charge big money. And, people want to learn how to trade so bad that people will pay it, right? People will go into their retirement fund, grab 20 grand and pay. People will pull money out of a 401k and pay, right? And that's the mentality of the trading space, is that not everybody can afford it, but people will do it if they're desperate for change. 20 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand. And Chris said, I want to change that. I want to bring Wall Street to Main Street. I want to bring a concept that is normally inaccessible to the masses, and I want to make it accessible. And so let's charge more like a Spotify or a Netflix. Let's charge a monthly fee so we can pay our educators, pay for our software, pay for the servers, pay an executive team, customer support, all those things. And we'll make obviously a little profit. Every company's in business to make profit. But if we can charge something that everybody can afford, then we can impact the masses and have a legacy company. And that's really in 5 minutes or less, because I'm trying to keep this compact to respect your time. That's really in 5 minutes or less the heart and the story of I Am Mastery Academy. So welcome. And what I really want to do for you guys today is keep it very simple. I want to explain that we are an educational and a personal growth company. Our goal is not just to help you learn a skill that involves your finances, because you can be great in your finances, but you can be lost in other places. And I've been there before. I went very quickly from in debt to what I would consider financially free, right? Just having the spiritual burden lifted off my back, that my bills were paid and all that stuff, right? So, but it's much bigger than that, because I've been financially free, but I've also been broken in other places. And being a part of this company for now close to 5 years has helped me develop mentally, spiritually, physically. I'm in better shape than I was. I used to weigh, maybe 70 pounds more than I weigh today. And so all of these factors and being around a community of people has really helped me become a person that I'm proud to be, right? A person that I wake up every morning and I'm excited to continue to grow and continue to develop into. And so our company really has the vision to empower, enrich, and educate. Not just educate, empower, enrich, and educate. Right now, we have over 100,000 customers. We've been around for over 6 years, and we educate, guys, in over 14 different languages. So this is an opportunity that is scaling through North America. We are scaling through South America, believe it or not, into some of the poorest countries in South America and Africa. We are bringing opportunity. In Europe, it's exploding across Europe and now into Asia. And so this is a company that provides something for everyone. We've got younger people doing amazing. We've got people that were troubled, getting out of trouble and finding, a focus and a passion. We've got, married couples, single moms. We've got women's movements here of women empowering each other. We've got such an amazing culture where we're all really just the same and we're all going for the same thing. And that's what excites me. And so when you get started with our company, yes, learning how to trade is a focus, but it actually goes a few layers deeper than that. And the deeper side of it, guys, is the spiritual growth of being around great people. And so what I want to show you, look, when you get started, okay, you're going to go to whoever invited you, because we don't do like traditional marketing or advertising. We only allow people in kind of like a club where, hey, you got to know somebody to get involved. And so that's probably why a friend said, hey, I think this would be great for you. Come check it out. So that's probably why you're here today. Maybe you met somebody on social media, or maybe it's your family member, or maybe it's a good friend that said, hey, I found something, I want to share it with you. And so everybody has like a unique referral link. You get that link and you make a decision to get started. Well, when that happens, guys, you're going to get access to this back office, right? So this is just a random customer account that I grabbed just to show you when you get started, what you're going to get access to, okay? Because I could sit here and show you a PowerPoint, but I believe in actually letting you on the inside, because when I saw this, I said, wow, this is a lot more value than what I ever expected. And so the main part, right? So this is like really your customer back office. You can upgrade. So right now I'm showing you the shopping cart where you can come in and, add some different strategies that we have. So we've developed a lot of different technology-based strategies that can help you in your trading. And so this is where you can come in and, kind of access all that stuff. But the real key, okay, the real key to this thing is what you're looking at right now, which is our customer portal, which we call the IM Center, right? The center of your growth. And so this is essentially what you subscribe to. And right now I wanted to leave it. I should have probably logged in, hindsight 2020, right? Because it's now going to take, a few seconds to get in. But I wanted to show you guys, we keep everything very well protected. So the people who are paying for the value are the ones who get exclusive access to everything that we're doing. And so I'm going to log into the IM Center. Perfect. Thank you very much for that. And as you guys can see, you can come in here, you can create a profile. This is my business account. So I didn't set this up with a picture because I have a business partner, but we've got a chance for you to just customize it and make this kind of your dashboard, so to speak. And then there's really just a few components to this. But what I love is that you have the opportunity, number one, to stay plugged in with the company, right? So right here on the bottom, we've got a visible, like a bulletin board where our admins will post exciting updates and things that are happening in the company. You've got your different curriculums, which I'm going to go through, that you can subscribe to, that it would be included in the package if that's what you paid for. And then you've got gamification, right? So the opportunity to get in and, earn some rewards. We've got a Hall of Fame. Apparently I need to update my browser settings. My browser doesn't like the Hall of Fame all of a sudden. But, it's really cool because as you go through some of your, education, as you go through, some of this material, you'll earn different rewards. You can earn different rewards for logging in consistently and so forth. And sometime in this year, 2020, we are going to set up a reward store so you can actually go in and maybe, get some stuff for those completions. And so let's kind of go through the four main parts that I like to cover, because again, the point of this is just to keep it super simple. And so over here on the left side of your screen, you guys are going to see the academies. Right now, I've got the elite package, which means that I have access to all the academies. So if you decide it's $90 extra to get started, and in my opinion, it's a great value. But if you decide you can get started with the elite package, and it'll give you access to all of our academies, which again, I think is great, but there's nothing wrong with starting on, FRX or Hfx or DCX. And I'm going to go through that. Okay. So real quick, what you guys see here is FRX, right? You see HFX, you see DCX, you get a little sneak peek at ECX, and then our IBO Academy. So really, at this moment in time, we have 5 different academies. Now, the Frx Academy is the most popular. This is the foreign exchange, okay? So in the Foreign Exchange Academy, you're learning about a $6 trillion per day industry. So foreign exchange is the art of trading one currency for another. So you guys may have traveled before. Let me grab the chat box real quick. So if you've traveled before, just jump in the chat box and put, a 777. So 7's my favorite number. So if you've traveled before, and you've had to exchange one currency for another, the chat box is open. If you've traveled and had to exchange one currency for another, drop a 7 in the chat box, right? Now, a lot of people have. Right now, we can't travel, and I'm very sad because I was supposed to be going to Europe next week, and I was supposed to be on a cruise last week. So a little upset about it, but, I believe that there's a bigger plan for the moment. So, look, we travel, and, when we travel, we have to exchange one currency for another. And so, for example, when I go to Europe, I have US dollars. I'm located in Miami, Florida. So when I go to Europe, I've been to Europe maybe 7 or 8 times, all around Europe. I love Europe's like my second home, honestly. It's funny because I laugh, but I can like maneuver Europe better than I can maneuver Miami in some ways. And I've lived here for many years. But anyway, I have to exchange my US dollar for the euro. And the exchange rate fluctuates based on many things, right? The country's economical situation, what's happening, what's growing, what's not growing, political influence plays a role. So there's many things that play a role, but you're always exchanging one currency for the other. So it could be Euro USD, USD Japanese yen, the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar. So we focus on the major currencies, and there's a few of them, but it's amazing to learn this skill because it is the largest financial market in the world. Like I said, averaging, according to many resources, $6 trillion+ per day, which is insane. Because if you compare it to the New York Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange does $22 billion a day, and Forex is $6 trillion. That's like comparing one sliver of cheese on a pizza to the whole pie. Okay, it's Forex is ridiculously massive. And so is all of that money available to the retail market? No. But what's amazing about Forex that I really love is that you can start trading on a practice account. Okay. So, for me, it was such a no-brainer because I didn't have to risk my real money to learn. Now, we all know failure leads to success, right? But when it comes to money, we don't want to fail with money, especially if things are tight. Especially if you're on a budget, especially with the current situation we're in, we don't want to go out and just throw money to the wind. That's not smart. So what I love about the FRX industry, just Forex in general, is that you can create a demo account where you can take real trades with practice money and you can develop your skills, right, over time. And when you feel confident, then you can start putting money in a broker account. We don't partner with a broker. We don't actually trade for you, and we don't take investments. All we do is educate. And so the Frx Academy, okay, is foreign exchange. The Hfx Academy is what we call high frequency exchange, where it's a faster paced, more time-based trading. So it's a bridge off of FRX. And, HFX is a great place to start if you are planning on being very hands-on, if you're a very high energy, if you know anything about the, colors, the personalities. If you're a red, HFX is probably for you. DCX is digital currency. What a great time to get involved with, learning the future as well, right? We have kind of this downtime, this quiet time. And I think it's a great time to get involved in learning about what's to come. So you guys have probably heard, Bitcoin, Litecoin, blockchain, some of these key words. But some people have no idea what it is besides we heard on the news it was a bubble, Bitcoin went up and then it crashed. Well, unfortunately, that's not exactly accurate. And a lot of people either understand Bitcoin and blockchain and what it's going to do and what it's still doing, or people just think it's dead. And very shortly in the next few years, they will hear about it again and be like, wow, I guess it wasn't a bubble after all. And this is an opinion. I don't want to go too deep into it, but that's what the DCX Academy is for, to teach you how blockchain is already changing banking, medical industry, the idea of, transferring money from one person to the other very fast, instantaneously. I have friends in Africa that I can't send money to very easily, and I can send them Bitcoin and they get it within 10 minutes. So, I mean, that's that's not a bubble. That's a solution. And so the Ecx Academy is coming. Later in the year, we're releasing our e-commerce exchange, which I'm very excited about. We're going to be teaching people how to create like a virtual online store where you can actually become a business owner through the internet. You know, you probably see all these ads on Facebook and Instagram. You probably see, you know, all this stuff on Amazon. So we're going to teach people how you can take advantage of e-commerce, which is great. Not available yet. This is the beta version for our Chairman 10 and above, which is a position in the marketing side of our company. So I have access to it, but just a little sneak peek to get you excited. And then the IBO Academy, we teach you how to build a business with our company if you want to. So let me just very quickly focus on FRX, okay? So inside of the FRX Academy, if you're not enrolled, you click the word enroll. And what I love before you get started is the Academy resources, right? So we've got 16 resources, getting started handbooks, a customer roadmap, which is the customer roadmap is amazing. So when you get started, this is your first place. Go to the Academy resources, right? It'll tell you about Go Live. It'll tell you all the stuff that I'm going through right now. There's different handbooks, and then you can also get access to the presentation in different languages if you desire. But let's very quickly go over here to the FRX Academy. Now, you enroll, like I was saying before, and you get to click on the 100 series. So you're going to start on the 100 series, where you will find now over 100 videos with a lot of them have quizzes and tests attached to them that now start to teach you from the very basics of Forex to advanced. Now, let's say you've already traded or you understand the 100 series. Now you have 200, which is more intermediate, 300, which is a little more intermediate, and then advanced. So we don't only have education for beginners. Guys, we've got a course and a roadmap to help you become a very successful trader. So that's the academies. You guys see the value. And look, people love the academy. So do I. Now, I'm going to jump next to Go Live. Okay. So you guys see right here, Go Live. I'm going to jump to Go Live. I know it says Pip Talk and Strategies, but I like to talk about Go Live second, because to me, this is the nucleus. This is the axle. This is the life of the company, which is my favorite part. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I'm pretty hyped up about it. Now, just to give you an idea, okay, when you click this little drop down right here, you're going to see 14 languages that we have live education in. So not only do we give you recorded education, we actually give you live education from men and women around the world in 14 different languages. So if you speak English, you click English. Now you can see the top sessions, right? So these, for the last 7 days, are the top featured sessions. And you can see here, Kimberly Torres, 33,900 views, top session. Second top session, Kathleen Kirkland, one of the best, 28,000. Lee Allen, one of the best, 24,000. Luke Longmire, 21,000. And then Kimberly's other session has 20,000. So, you know, you could see some of the best sessions as far as how many people are viewing it. You can come here and pick based upon what academy you're studying. So if you're studying the FRX, you can click here. If you're studying HFX, studying DCX, and then ECX, you can click to view the different educators. But look, you guys are new. So I always tell people to start here, Forex Basics. So let's see. So when you're just getting started, guys, guess what? We have 7 educators that teach 7 days a week. And when you click that, you get to look at a TV guide, okay, that is showing you all the sessions. So today is Tuesday. It's my favorite day of the week, and it's the best day of the week to start trading. Why? Look at this. Forex Basics, 9 p.m. High probability trading, 11 p.m. New trader orientation. Guys, look, you can start right now, and in 2.5 hours, you have new trader orientation with 2 of my best friends. I sponsored them with Matthew Rosa into the company. 4.5 years ago, they knew nothing about trading. Chance was a fry cook, and Sam worked at Walmart, and now they are top educators teaching people inside of our company. An amazing story, one of many. You've got Forex Basics happening right now with Abel Melendez. So check it out. in the top left corner, you guys are going to see Kim is live, Luke is live, and Abel. So let's just take a peek inside real quick. We're going to watch because I want to show you inside of a session. So Abel is live right now.
Right, that's the question you need to start asking yourselves as well. Okay, I see it all, but should I take this trade right now or should I wait for better timing? Right now, based on your guys' understanding, if we want to trade Euro AUD, should we be trading this pair during the New York session? I want you guys to answer that in the chats, guys.
So you guys will see that what I just did is I jumped into the chat box because you have an opportunity not only to watch and learn from these guys, but to interact, to ask questions, to, you know, be a part of it. And
go ahead and click on FX indicators.
In real time, they're getting your questions.
Right.
And
in the actual search bar.
If you miss, all right, so I'm going to mute him out. But if you miss any sessions, his last 10 sessions are recorded and databased. And guess what? Not only do we database the last 10, we actually database every single session. So you can go to any educator and just keep scrolling down, click load more. And you guys have literally thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands. At some point, it'll reach millions of hours of real live education. Guys, there's nothing like this on the planet when it comes to this type of value. And look, right now we have 4 educators trading live. Insane, right? So that's Go Live. I love that platform. To me, that is what took our company to the next level because there's nothing that has that type of value attached to it where you could just jump on a computer, an iPad, a phone, and really learn this skill set. Now, the next step is Pip Talk, okay? This is amazing because it's really just group chats, right? It's communities. And we have our phones in our hand all day. But guys, if you're on Instagram and WhatsApp and Telegram, and those things are you know, eating up your battery, eating up your data, but they're not helping you go forward. In this time, you know, is that productive? Now, yes, communicating is great. I do it too. But we decided that we wanted to create our own version of WhatsApp, our own version of a Telegram, and we call it Pip Talk. Okay, now pips are what we catch in trading, so it's slightly creative, Pip Talk, right? You don't need to be Albert Einstein, but I love it because it's the Hfx Academy app in the App Store. You can go download our app, and then you can subscribe to different channels. So let's just say Abel Melendez is your favorite educator, right? You love Abel. In the app, you can actually search, okay? Here, this is just the website, so you could just view, but let's say Chance and Sam, okay? So Chance and Sam, I showed you them. Let's say you love them and you want to follow their channel. So you just click view, you click subscribe, right? And now you're going to get all of their notifications, okay? You're going to get all of their posts, all of the trade ideas they're looking at. So you not only, guys, have the chance to get on and learn from some of these people live, okay? But you also have the opportunity to stay plugged in and to really get a mentor. That's what people want, a mentor. And you have the chance to get many mentors from being a part of our platform. Now, last but not least, definitely not least, is our strategies. And I tell people, look, you can go try to chop down a tree with your hands. It's just, you can't chop with your hand and take down a tree, right? So going out and learning how to trade by yourself, it's not like going with your hand. It's kind of like going with a dull axe, right? And you got to try to sharpen that axe or take down that tree. So what we wanted to do was create technology, which is like a chainsaw where you could just come through and right through. And not saying that we're going to make trading the simplest thing in the world, not saying that we're going to make trading easy, right? Because nothing in life is easy, and I don't want to hype you up. I'm a very realistic person, but we want to help you expedite your journey. We want to help you get faster results, because at the end of the day, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And this trading can change your position, your situation. If we help you get those results, that's our job, right? So if you come here to the strategy section, you can do some research on what strategy would work best for you. So if you click harmonics, you'll see how many trade ideas per week. You'll see the different educators. So now you can say, okay, harmonics. You know what? I want to learn harmonics. So you go back, you scroll down, you find in Go Live harmonics. Okay, you know what? Today's Tuesday. We have the Harmonic Trading Room, 9 a.m. Oh, I missed that. By the way, Manny Quinones, this guy right here, he's one of my favorite educators in the entire company. So if you're around in the morning, you're looking for something to do, the Harmonic Trade Room, 9 a.m., game changer. I trade harmonics. It's my favorite thing. So I'm a little biased. But, you know, look, tonight you have the harmonic trading session with Ray Robinson, another great friend of mine, another great educator, at 9 p.m. So you can come here and say, you know what? I think I want to try out harmonics. Now, if you subscribe to our platinum package, which is the base package, the Harmonic Scanner is included in that for free. So it's a great place where a lot of people start because it is our flagship strategy. So that's that. Now you can go and you can go to Vibrata, guys, Gold Cup, Levels, Pivots, Steady, DeLorean, and you can research what type of strategy this is, what type of trading style. Don't get overwhelmed. This is meant to be simple. I know it's a lot of information when you look at these strategies and you're like, no. But look, you either start at the elite package, which I'm going to go over here in a second, and you know, just kind of explore, or you start at the platinum package, learn harmonics, learn the basics, and go out and figure out your strategy as you go, right? So it's not a big deal. You can go in aggressive, you can go in passive. This is really about you and what you want to become. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just take down my screen for 1 second, and I'm going to pull up our PowerPoint presentation just to show you the very end of the presentation, so you can see how to get started and actually how to get it for free. So if you guys are new, okay, so if you're new and you're getting value from this quick 30-minute presentation, drop some zeros in the chat box. If you're excited, that you're grateful that you were here, you know, maybe not everything is 100%, but if you're getting value and you're excited that you're invited here, let me see some zeros in the chat box. Appreciate you guys. And I'll tell you that while I pull this up, because it's almost up, I thought it was up, but the file must have crashed. So as we pull this PowerPoint up right now, I want to tell you guys that if you're watching this live, now if you're watching it recorded, this won't apply to you, but if you're watching this live, we actually have another presentation at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is, guys, in 2.5 hours. And you can feel free, okay, to go out and invite new guests to that presentation. And I'm going to tell you why that might be a good idea. Now, I saw somebody just post that they just got started, and I hope you're having an amazing, experience with us so far. And for all the new people, look, guys, there's hundreds of people watching this live. And I'm glad that you guys are having fun. I saw hundreds of comments pop in about you guys getting it and getting value. And listen, if you don't understand it, you're not supposed to. If you knew how to trade, you'd be a professional already, right? But that's what the platform is for, to, you know, come in and actually learn. And that's where the education starts. And so let's jump forward. You guys saw this. Again, I could have showed you the slides, which are beautiful. They're amazing. But what I really wanted to show you is how to get started. So, guys, our FRX, Hfx, and Ecx Academies are all separate. And each one of them has exactly the same pricing structure. So, to start on FRX, Hfx, or Ecx, it's $234.95. Now, when I saw that, for me, when I started a few years ago, it was $500 to get started. And we convinced Chris to get a lower price point so we could reach more people. So now it's only $234.95, which is unreal for 28 days of full-blown education. That's insane. And then it goes to $174.95 monthly. Okay. Now, I talked about the elite package. Now, the elite package, you get access to all 3 academies. So if you think about it, you know, you've got $234.95 times 3. You're talking about $700. and a few $100s a month if you were to get all the different academies separately. Well, if you get the elite package, you get access to all three for only $324.95 and $274.95 per month. So I went elite. A lot of people who are all in go elite. But again, some people say, look, I want to walk before I sprint. And there's no right or wrong way to get started. So if you want to go elite, you have a chance to really explore the entire platform for basically $100 extra. And actually, it's only $90 on the upfront, which is great. Okay, so now that part is great. Now, all these different strategies and add-ons, this is a lot, but you get all of this. If you get the elite, you get basically everything that's on this screen, which is crazy, because now you start to add this up and you're talking about like probably $1,100 if you were to buy everything separately. And in the elite package, you get it for $324 and then $275 a month. It's insane. So all of this stuff is included, and you can go through the different strategies and really figure out what you like the best. Okay, so here's my favorite part, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. Guys, we put together a program a few years ago that everybody is excited about, called the 2 and Free. Because if you have a platinum package and you refer 2 customers that get, you know, the FRX package. So I'm sorry, if you get the FRX, because we call it the platinum package, but I want to keep it very simple for you to understand. If you have the FRX package and you refer 2 packages that are at that $234.95, $174.95 per month level, you get your package that following month for free. So that $174.95 is waived if 2 customers get the same package that you got. Now, here's the other great part. If you get the elite package, now this was a game changer. When the company did this, I was like, you guys are crazy, but I like it. If you get the elite package, $324.95, $274.95 a month, and you refer 2 elite packages, they give you the elite package for free. So that's crazy. I mean, you're talking about, you know, a few $1,000s a month in a few $1,000s a year in value given to you for free as a thank you for referring 2 customers. And you know what I really love about this? You know, a lot of the times if people want to make money online, you know, you have to go out and sell, you have to create funnels, you have to recruit, you know, you got to go recruit other people to build a business with you. It's very hard. Or you need a tremendous ad budget. You need, you know, money to invest in that budget. And I'm not saying that, you know, this is like the best thing since sliced bread. I'm slightly biased because I've been a part of it for 4.5 years. But what I love about this is that you don't need to sell or recruit in order to learn the skill, and you take your finances into your own hands. You learn a skill that isn't taught to us in public school. I didn't learn this in public school, and I'm not against public school at all. I didn't even learn this in higher education, right? When I was paying, you know, 20, 30 grand a year for college, they didn't teach me, you know, about the financial markets. I had to do it on my own. And the fact that we can get it for free, to me, I pay anyway. I don't care. But the fact that we have the opportunity to get it for free is just icing on the cake. And so, guys, that completes this webinar. I'm so grateful that in this time, you know, we have the opportunity to grow with the technology, not just watch the technology grow, not just watch the iPhone drop a new version every 6 months, not just watch, you know, everything get faster, including our food, which is a whole different topic. But we have the opportunity to grow with the technology, grow our skill sets, and be a part of something that, honestly, without Chris, Terry, and Isis's vision, okay, that's our leaders, our company owners. Without their vision, we would not have what we have today. So I'm super grateful, grateful for all of you. Hundreds of people watching this live, thousands of people will watch it recorded. And we're happy that you were here. We welcome you to our family. Get back to the person who invited you onto this webinar and plug in. If you're watching this live in 2 hours, guys, we're going to have another one that you can share this and maybe get your 2 and free today. In fact, go get your 2 and free today. How cool would it be to get started and immediately get your 2 and free? So now your next subscription is covered. It's waived. It's beautiful. So thank you guys again for being